But our top story tonight, the big story that has spooked the world. The World Health Organization has declared Omicron, the new coronavirus mutant, as a very high global risk. Over 40 nations have now imposed curbs on flights from South African nations. Meanwhile, the centre here in India is likely to review the resumption of scheduled international commercial flights. State governments are also stepping up precautionary measures against the new virus. Is this all being alarmist and an overreaction? Or is Omicron the new COVID threat that the world needs to be alert to? It's our top story tonight.
The super mutant is spreading across the world. Omicron, the new variant of coronavirus, is detected in over 15 countries, including South Africa, Botswana, Hong Kong, Canada, Belgium, the UK, Germany and Austria. The World Health Organization has warned the overall global risk from the new variant is very high. Japan and Israel have already shut their borders to foreigners, while India hasn't issued a blanket ban on international travel. It has imposed restrictions on passengers from at-risk nations. For passengers travelling to India from high-risk nations, a negative RT-PCR report before departure is compulsory. Passengers will undergo a second test upon arrival. Those who test positive will be shifted to care centres and their samples will undergo genome sequencing. Those who test negative will be in quarantine for 7 days. They must take a third test on the 8th day. Passengers travelling from other nations also need to show a negative RT-PCR report. 5% of these travellers will be tested randomly at the airports for COVID-19. There is no mandatory quarantine or further testing on them.
At this moment, no, it's a matter of concern. Definitely it's a VOC, but there is no reason to panic. But we should be careful like any other drug.
States like Maharashtra, Karnataka, Kerala and Madhya Pradesh have stepped up passenger screening efforts. The central government has asked states to prepare their healthcare infrastructure for any emergency. Experts warn that Omicron escape immunity and might be more transmissible. Vaccines and COVID-appropriate behavior are key to stopping Omicron, experts say.
There is some concern because of the mutations in its genome and the changes in the amino acids in its spike protein that this variant may be able to partially evade immunity against infections due to past variants or partially reduce vaccine efficacy marginally against mild, moderate infections and transmission.
While the government has announced several restrictions on foreign travellers, implementing them on the ground remains a challenge. With Milan Sharma, Bureau Report, India Today.